It's your boy Chris, aka Black Santa. And today, we're going to talk about, that's right, Zeno, Black Frieza. I want to talk about my opinion on this situation because I think it's very interesting. Um, so, spoilers for chapter 87 of the Dragon Ball Super manga, which is currently taking a break. Anyway, so Gas, who was believed, well, we all knew he really wasn't completely sucking out, but it looked like he was beaten, but he wasn't, and he's ran for one last hurrah. He was gonna do the last of his ability to take out Goku, Vegeta, and Granola, and so Goku and Vegeta, who got their strength back, both of them in their mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, which I don't even know if it's truly mastered, because every time they say it's mastered, something else happens and it's a new mastery, so I don't even know. And Ultra Ego Vegeta, which definitely can't be mastered. He just recently got this form, so there's definitely, I would hope there is levels that he can progress in there, which I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Ball, so he's gonna do something. But anyway, and Granola, who was he's super powerful because he made a wish to be the strongest in the universe. But Frieza shows up, and this Gas, who's been causing him all this trouble, who's been just terrorizing them, Frieza shows up and he just completely one-shots this dude, destroys him, just ends him. Literally bodies him. And then, after all that's said and done, he eventually turns his attention to Goku and Vegeta. Again, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta, and one-shots both of them. It's like, oh. Revealing his new form, which is Black Frieza. It's like, okay. Things have just changed. And to go back to Frieza and his progression in power in the grand scheme of things, not going to bullcrap and say, oh, I knew he was going to be this strong back as a kid watching. No, but one of the things that always caught me and always had me pause was when and as a kid, I always thought something could come from this, and in a way it did, and I don't know, maybe Toriyama really wasn't thinking about it like that, but still, when he was fighting Goku that first time on Namek, and he's like, yeah, I never trained in my life, and as a kid, I was just like, yo, that has to mean something, and it took so long, but obviously, eventually, it did mean something, but what was really interesting about that, well, at least to me, and again, this is me saying it meant something. Doesn't mean it actually did. Toriyama might not even been thinking of that, but it just always caught me, like I said, made me pause and just think, like, But anyway, when he does eventually die, get killed by, he loses the Goku, and again, that loss is completely, he could have, narrative. He loses the Goku, and then he eventually gets killed by Trunks. When he finally comes back in Resurrection F, he finds out that, oh yeah, well, Goku has obviously gotten even stronger since you've been gone, because you've been gone for a very, very long time. He has even defeated Majin Buu, and this was, his father told him the two people not to mess with was Majin Buu and the God of Destruction, Lord Beerus, and he already knew Beerus and already feared Beerus, so yeah. When he knows that, he's able to calculate, and it's so cool, but this dude is able to calculate right then and there, like, just how strong Goku would have probably gotten, and at least how strong he needs to be to beat this dude. And it's like, dude, you've been dead for like 15 years. Like, come on, man. How in the world do you know, like, what? And he was right. And it only took him, because of his amazing potential, it only took this dude 4 months to get to that level. Let me show you mine. It only took this dude 4 months to get to that level. Okay. And then he surpasses Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, and then he goes on, not even knowing Goku's newest form, which is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue. He's actually stronger than that. His only weakness being, once he got that power, he jumped straight into his fight with Goku. He went straight to Earth to go fight Goku. And that was his biggest weakness, because of that, he did not have the stamina to maintain that power. So he was getting weaker and weaker because his body just couldn't adapt and adjust to that power. But either way, he was able to do that. And that's just amazing. So that potential, since he's never trained, he just always had that unbelievable potential. And then we get to, after he is killed again, we get to the Tournament of Power. And during this time, since he's been dead, he's in this cocoon. And he's done image training to get himself to master his form, which is insane that just image training and focusing was enough to get him to master his golden form and just not suffer from that stamina issue, I should say. So he does that, and then he's up there with Goku and Vegeta again after they have went through the Universe 6 arc. They went through so this is a Goku who has fought Hit, Vegeta's fought Hit. This is a Goku who has went up against Zamasu, merged Zamasu. I mean, this dude has went through these unbelievable opponents, and this dude is like up there. He's I would say he was hands down the third strongest person in the Tournament of Power. On Universe 7 side, on Universe 7 side, he was the third strongest. I do think Goku, Vegeta was stronger, and then he was the third strongest. I really believe that. Like, I think he was stronger than Gohan. So he was able to do that just by image training, which again, that's insane. And then, which Goku and Vegeta are getting stronger and stronger and stronger in the Tournament of Power. Just leaps and bounds throughout this tournament, which is not even that long in the grand scheme of things. But they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And here we go. I think this is really cool. Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. Man, they did you so dirty in GT, man. I need to do a video about how dirty they did my man. Vegeta was treated so badly. Anyway, story of Vegeta's life, right? Anyway, we get to the end of the Tournament of Power. Frieza's brought back. And again, Goku and Vegeta gotten so much stronger in that tournament. I think Frieza gotten a little stronger too during this tournament. Not as strong as those guys, but he definitely gotten stronger himself. And we get to the end of... Sorry about that. Yeah. So we get to the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. And in that movie, something very interesting happens that I think is really cool and extremely interesting. And that is, I did that just so those guys can continuously heal. That is when Goku and Vegeta leaves after fighting against Broly. They dip so they can use the fusion and go into Gogeta. Frieza fights this dude, and mind you, Goku and Vegeta mess up on the fusion 2 times. So that basically takes like what, 30 minutes for them to do the fusion again. So that's like an hour. So in an hour, Frieza is fighting this dude and is obviously getting mollywopped, right? But he's able to survive a fight with Broly for an hour, where Goku and Vegeta was like, "Yo, we need to go, and we need to freaking, we really need to fuse to have a chance against this dude. We need Gogeta." And they didn't have the Pataras for Vegito, and I do believe Vegito is stronger than Gogeta, not by much, but I truly believe that Vegito is a little bit stronger than Gogeta. Again, not by much, but I just believe that. Just the way the two fusions work. But yeah, we'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, so he does that, and I think that's a pretty impressive feat that people don't give enough credit to, but I think that's a really impressive feat. But then again, like I said, now we get to the stuff that's happened here with the granola art. This guy has gotten, like, he's now able to one-shot a mastered, I put in quotation marks, Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. And if Granola would have got involved, he would have got one-shotted too. Like, he wouldn't have helped whatsoever. It would have been a massacre on his end as well. But either way, oh, I thought I was out of range for that. I really did. I completely forgot how freaking the range of Final Explosion is. Look at that. This dude, I literally walked right into that one. I didn't know he was doing it. Damn. This dude. How about you take my? No, okay. Yeah, we go. Yeah. Finish him off for me. Finish him off. I love Super Saiyan 4. The design of Super Saiyan 4 is just amazing. So, and we're saying it for the third time. This dude one-shotted those two guys. One-shotted Gas. Wiped out Gas's older brother. I mean, he's on a whole nother level of power. And Goku and Vegeta, at the beginning of the Granola arc, which, you know, they're stronger. Like, they're stronger than Broly was in the movie. Obviously, they're much stronger than him now. And I think at the beginning of the Granola arc, I think they were a little bit stronger. And I've always questioned that fight to begin with in this sense. Goku never went Ultra Instinct. Now, he didn't, I guess, you know, you could say he never knew how to just trigger it, and it does take a lot of emotional stuff too for him to trigger it, I suppose. But I've always said, like, that was the one thing that always bugged me about that fight, that he never went Ultra Instinct. Alright, whatever though, right? So, let's go look at that art that I got on another one too while we wrap this video up. So, Frieza's stronger than those guys. And how did he get there is by, even though those witches was made, luckily Frieza, and it's kind of interesting when you think about this, Frieza found a planet that had a situation where it was messing with space and time, and it allowed him to train very similar. The planet really comes down to, it's like the hyperbolic time chamber. It's like this room of spirit and time that Goku and Vegeta uses all the time. The other main character, I always call them the Z Warriors. The other Z Warriors use it as well. You know, Piccolo, Gohan, but Trunks and Goten obviously when they was fighting against Buu. But yeah, he found this planet that basically functions the same way, and he was able to train for 10 years. And this is again him just calculating and knowing that this is what I need to do. This is the amount of years I need to train to become the level I need to become, to get to the level I need to get to. And he does that, and you're just sitting there like, wow, what's next? Is he gonna be now the one that, is he now the strongest in the universe? And then according to Whis, you found out no, he doesn't believe that Frieza is the strongest in the universe. And I'm like, okay, well then who the hell is gonna be that? But what's interesting about that though is, again, to Frieza's calculations, he just knew that he's continuously looking at the power of Goku's progression of Vegeta and what he needs to do. And he knew that he's going to be so much stronger than those guys now. That this is what he needs to do. My only issue is, and my, I guess not issue but concern, is how are they going to handle this in the next arc? Is he going to be the guy they have to fight, or is he going to be a future fight? Is whoever that person the strongest in the universe? Is that the real big villain of Universe 7 right now in the next arc, or is that like but the one last thing I want to bring up, and this is the last thing because this video is getting up there, but I love talking to you guys. The thing that's really interesting to me, at least, is, okay, I definitely want to know how he ranks up against someone like Beerus, because I still believe that he's calculating all these people. He's even saw, and honestly, the big calculation could really be Gogeta, because he saw what Gogeta did to Brawly. So he's like, okay, Brawly was this strong, and then Gogeta completely mollywopped this dude. Like, I need to do something. So it's like, all right. I guess again, it's like where, like I said, I'm trying to make sure I say this. When you look at Frieza's situation, you look at Goku, you look at Vegeta, you look at their power. You got to think about this. It's so interesting. And I know at the end I'm getting a little here, but the fact that they are lucky Frieza was on this planet, because imagine this. If Frieza gained this power before those wishes was made, Gas would have basically been unbeatable. They would have not been able to beat Gas no matter what they did. This dude would have just been too dang powerful. But luckily, they was able, like, they just lucked out. Not even they just lucked out that this dude was in another dimension training that allowed them to not have to worry about that, because that, good God, the power, woo wee. But anyway, that's gonna pretty much do it. I think it's really cool. I just think it just shows just how smart Frieza is. It just shows just obviously his potential, and it makes you wonder, does, like, who else in this race has this kind of potential? Like, since Frost, who I brought on that parallel quest, is literally the counterpart to Frieza from Universe 6. Does he have potential like that? Or is it just Frieza? It's just stuff that's so interesting, It's just so much stuff. But either way, this was fun. Next video is gonna be definitely something much different game, either fighting game, something. Still gonna talk about something. I think no. This is comics for cheap. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about some Marvel, some DC. So the next one's gonna be a DC discussion. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But anyway.